Quando sono solo sogno all'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me sulle finestre, mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso, chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato.
My next guest on the program today have been described as brilliant, notable and exciting. They have said of themselves, we are passionate about music and we're passionate about our own country, so much that we named ourselves the Italian Tenors. The Italian Tenors are touring Australia to sell out houses. And one of the Italian tenors is online right now. Evans Tonnant is my very special guest. Evans, welcome into Melbourne.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
Lovely to have you with us too. What beautiful English you have.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
It sounds like you must have studied music at uni or something.
I have actually studied music in London for a while, and I've lived a couple of years in America too, in the United States.
Yeah, well, beautiful English there. That's really, really nice. And of course, we're listening to the Italian in the background there too. Tell me something about how you guys got together. There's three of you, of course. How did you meet up and get together?
Well, Sabino is one of the other two, Sabino and I used to work at the Opera House where we live in Torino, up north in Italy, and we had shared a passion for classical music, but things also that went beyond classical music, so we wanted to use our classical background to do something different and do perhaps pop and imitate a little bit of what Pavarotti, Carreras, and Domingo had done in the past. And then we met Mirko quite accidentally a few months after we had spoken about it, and we decided to try it out and put a little bit of pop into classical music, or a little bit of classical music into pop.
There's something very, very special about Italian music, isn't there, and the way the Italians can interpret that music?
Well, of course we love music. Music is part of our culture very much. I think we put a lot of our personality into music. A lot of the Italian cliches, sort of say, go into our music. The romantic side of Italians go into their music. A little bit of their excitement goes into our music. And we really like to portray that through our music, through our songs.
Well, it certainly comes across that way. You look at the great voices, too, of Pavarotti and people such as that. And Pavarotti had that wonderful way of being able to interpret a song and get across to the audience worldwide, no matter what language he was singing in, that beauty of your country.
Yes, well, I have to say, Pavarotti was something unique. He really could transmit something by just opening his mouth. He was just one of a kind. So we tried to do our best in our little way, but yeah.
Now, when did the three of you form? Was 2012 or around about that time?
Yes, 2012. That's when our first album was released. It was, and we had just decided a few months before that, about 6 months before that, we recorded the album. It was released by Universal Music, and we started performing right there. At that time, it didn't take long since we decided to form the group until the album was released by a German producer, actually, because we realized how Germans love Italian music. And,
my word.
And funny world, yeah.
It is indeed, yes. Evans, how do you go about choosing the songs for your first album? How did that go?
Well, actually, that's part of the story. With the producer we were involved with, we tried to look for songs that were well known internationally, but of course keeping an eye on Germany, especially at first, because that was the country we were released in initially, and we realized that they knew some of the songs that are in the album much better than we did. So it was funny to perform them initially and see how people would sing them along. Better than us, probably.
Did you get that response then from the audience? They were singing them along?
Yeah, they were, actually. And a couple of songs that we had heard probably as we were kids, and we had basically forgotten them, we realized that Germans knew them by heart very, very well. It was quite funny to see that, actually.
That would have been quite encouraging to you, I'd say.
And encouraging, yes, and to see, and also quite, it made us proud and humble at the same time, to realize that we were sharing music that other countries knew somewhat like we did, but also better. A strange feeling, I have to say.
Evans, are you surprised that your music has taken off in such a way?
Excuse me?
Are you surprised that your music and the group itself has taken off so well?
Yes, in a way it is surprising. I mean, of course, it's fun, it's great, we love it, but it is surprising somewhat, yes.
Now, you've had a second album too. When was that released?
And that was released in 2014.
2014?
Yes, 2014, yes.
Now, when you come into Australia, you're here now, you're performing on stage. I dare say you're singing a lot of numbers then from those albums for us.
Exactly. Mostly from the second album, from this most recent one, Viva la Vita, but a few of the most well-known, like Il Padrino, Godfather's theme song, is from the first album, and we're performing that. And that's Amore, which was the title of the first album. That song we are performing in our program.
That's a brilliant song, absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And look, that's known. Dean Martin, yes. It's known right around the world. And are you at the airport, are you?
I'm sorry, no, I'm at a hotel. They're holding a test right now. I'm very sorry.
Well, we'll just keep talking, and we hope to get through that all right. And we hope the fire test, or whatever it happens to be, doesn't really eventuate to anything.
That's gone. I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's live, and we're live. That's absolutely fine, Evans. Not a worry at all. Your background is a trained singer. You're an actor as well. You've done voice acting and so on, and an overall performer, I'm told. What sort of acting have you done?
Well, in Italy, I do a little bit of a couple of TV series. Like I was involved in a soap opera, and now I'm doing another TV series and a piece of commercials and a bit of theater. One dream I have is to be in a musical, but I haven't managed to do that. So I do classical music mainly right now, apart from the Italian Tenors. Now,
tell me what the soap opera is. We're very big into soap operas out here in Australia.
A soap opera. Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
There was one Italian production that I was a doctor in a soap opera, and now actually I'm in one marble caves, actually playing a marble cave worker. That it's going to be released next year, so I don't. It's a very new soap opera, Italian soap opera.
We'll have to try and look online and find you there and have a look and see what you like.
Yeah, I think it's called Sacrificio d'amore, like love sacrifice of love or something like that.
How do you find the acting compared to the singing and the group and so on? Which do you prefer? Have you got a preference, or do you find that the singing relates?
Yeah, I do. I prefer, I have to say, I prefer singing.
Do you?
I don't feel, I'll be honest. I mean, they call me for acting. I don't feel like I'm a very good actor, so I don't really, I do enjoy more singing. But I do like the way acting has influenced my performances on stage, because we like to give more than just music, and we like to entertain our audiences. So that's what we do. We have jokes. We pick on each other a little bit. We're a little bit, we try to be Italians all around. It's pretty funny. Our shows are music, and we like to present our music with style, but a little bit of entertainment, and quite fun entertainment.
Now, Evans, do you jump off stage and steal the women? Being Italian?
Sabino. That is Sabino. That is one of the three, and we're sure to play on that on stage, because he really is the Italian stereotype.
Well, he was born in Sicily, I believe, and that's very much Sicilian, isn't it?
Exactly. He really has a Sicilian heart.
That's lovely. Tell me about the interesting black and white films that you've got.
Oh, the black and white films, because I have a passion. You probably read that I have a passion for black and white films.
Yes, I did.
Yes, well, I love older, I mentioned black and white, but basically I love old classics. All the old classics in film, of the film industry, I really love. So I have to say, Charlie Chaplin, but also the films, the early films by Billy Wilder, the film director, like Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
What about Casablanca?
Casablanca. Yes, we say in Italian, Casablanca.
Casablanca, yeah. Beautiful movie.
Absolutely. Beautiful movie, yeah. I probably because I'm the oldest in the group, I have a passion for older stuff.
Well, between you and me, I think I'm the older here.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Now, you're coming down our way to the Gdynia Cultural Centre. You're also performing at the Palms at Crown, two wonderful venues here in Melbourne. You're going to absolutely you'll love both of those. The Cultural Centre here in Pakenham, you're here next Monday, the 5th of September. You're going to love that venue. It's very, very intimate. It holds about, I think it's 500 people in the theatre. And then you're at Palms at Crown on the 9th. So next Friday, the 9th of September. And you're going to love that too. It's a beautiful environment. They're both wonderful spaces for you. They really, really are. How have you found the Australian audience? Have they been very accepting?
Amazing, fantastic. I have to say, I have goosebumps as I'm saying it because it's been fantastic. We've had now 4 performances up to now, and it's been just incredible. Great enthusiasm, people lining up to take pictures with us. It was just heartwarming. It was great, really fantastic.
Now that's nice to hear you say. I'm sorry, that's nice to hear you say that because you come out and greet the audience obviously afterwards.
Sorry, you cannot?
You greet the audience afterwards and they can take photos.
Yes, we love doing that. We love shaking hands, taking pictures, and getting the real feel of what they experienced. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Now, on this tour, if my information is correct, it's sort of feeling the waters here in Australia to see how a major tour might go. Is that right?
Yes, pretty much, yes. We are already talking about possible future tours, and because the reaction has been great. And so with our promoter here, we are already discussing about possible future tours. So yes, it's sort of a test, and it's working out very well right now.
Well, Evans, look, we love Italian music. Your music I've heard a lot of in the last 2 weeks. I absolutely love what you guys do. I can't wait to see you on stage. I'll be there for the presentation. And,
wonderful.
And look, I just love what you're doing. Your music is top-notch. It really, really is. Let me repeat those 2 dates again for you. You're here at the Gdynia Cultural Centre next Monday, the 5th of September. There's a booking phone number here at 1300 787 624. And at Palms at Crown here in Melbourne, 136 100. And that's for Friday week, the 9th of September. Evans, I wish you and your partners there in crime, Sabino and Mirko, all the very, very best. I look forward to meeting you personally after the show too. Please take care and do come back to our shores, won't you?
Wonderful, thank you. We will. We are just so very excited. We can't wait to perform in Melbourne.
Let me take you out with one of your favourite songs.
All right.
Dai modo di trovarti mai sincera, magari hai voglia e dici no.
Quanti bagni mozzafiato insieme e poi di sera vicino vicino a me